Hello, this is Ruby Lee B. Happy Monday. I hope all is well with you guys. Hello, twin flamers. And so I want to come on here and share with you guys one of my personal daily inspired messages. I have this ritual that I do every day to get my mind right when I get up in the morning. I set intentions. I seek for inspiration and I seek to be inspired. And so I seek out inspiration so that I can be inspired. And so one of my daily habits that I have built up is reading my own writings. I am a writer. I love to write. And so I have just an abundance of content on my computer and my phone, written down in my journal. I got messages everywhere. And so what I began to do to empower myself for me to see my own works is that I read my own writings. And so I have this file on my phone called Ruby Lee's Daily Inspirations. And so I just randomly select a message that I've written in the past. I have over now like 107 messages that I write. And how I write my content is that anytime I feel inspired, I just write it down. I jot it down, whether I'm in a store, whether I am shopping or cleaning my house. One of the things that I realize is that when I sit down and plan to write, plan to create my content, it just never really flows. But as I'm moving, as I'm going about my way, as I'm going about my day, right? That's when these inspire ideals, inspire messages just comes and creep on in. And I always take the time as much as I can to just write if I can, right? But even if I can't, I do take the time to take notice and try my best to capture the thought so that later on I can write it down. And so I created, like I said, this daily ritual where I just randomly select my daily inspired messages for me to read my own writing, read my own words, and to be inspired by my own work, right? And so one of the messages that I've been randomly selecting recently is, first of all, I like to explain my process. Anytime I select a message, whether it's in my phone or doing my personal readings for myself, and a repeated card or a repeated message keeps on showing up, I like to take heed to that message. I like to really sit with it and really pay close attention to what this is speaking to me, right? And even being on the lookout of, what this card is speaking into my life. And so it just lets me know that, hey, there's a serious message here. If I see repeated messages showing up over and over again, I say, okay, this is something that I really need to pay close attention to. And so one of my mantras for 2023 is that my let go game has got to be strong and my creation game has got to be stronger. Meaning I have got to learn how to let go of emotional baggage, let go of day-to-day woes, let go of other people's emotions, right? I have to let go, release, and really focus on the things that really matters most in my world. Focus on the things that is most important to me, right? So it's important for me to stay on track mentally and emotionally with what it is that I desire so that I can fulfill it, so that I can manifest, so that I can attract the very things that I want to have in my world, right? And so when I feel these emotions, when other people junk and mess try to get all over me, I have to take a pause, do some deep breathing, and just remind myself that, hey, my let go game has got to be strong and my creation game has got to be stronger. And, sometimes, guys, to be honest with you is just not easy, okay? Because there are situations and my life, especially within the last month, have just risen up. That has captured my attention and rattled my nerves. But anyways, and so and so getting back to my original point, the daily message that keeps showing up, that I keep randomly clicking on, basically says that sin is always knocking at your door. Now, I really want to direct this message to all of my people out there who are in the process. You are actively in the process of building your dreams, creating your dreams. You are actively in the process of discovering your dreams. You are actively in the process of maybe building a business, writing your book. Maybe you are actively in the process of creating your YouTube channel, whatever it is that it may be that you are actively in the process of. I want you to understand and know that anytime you have a real gift, true talent, true skills, and you are a good-hearted person with pure motives and pure intentions, and you genuinely want to help people, you genuinely want to do right in your own personal world, in your own personal life, you genuinely just want to be a good citizen, right? And so you have to be careful, because anytime you have a gift that is real and true, that is not fabricated, you're not trying to be a carbon-made version of anybody else, right? You are being authentic and you are real and you are anointed. Just understand that you, my love, is going to be tested and tried in so many ways that you may not even be fully aware of. And so the message that sin is always knocking at your door, because it is. Sin is always knocking at your door, waiting to creep in, waiting to come in with a suggestion, come in with a beautiful man or beautiful woman, right? Come in the form of a craving or a desire for certain foods, right? Maybe you are trying to eat healthier, right? And you've been doing good, and this craving and this thought just popped up in your head. That says, well, I've been good. I can have that cheesecake. I can have that. I can have those wings. And then just with one simple suggestion, one simple ideal that popped up into your mind that says, well, I can have this chicken, even though you have committed yourself to eating no meats. All of a sudden, you eat that one chicken wing. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself the next day eating some chicken wings, or maybe eating something that is very savory, very flavorful, that kind of just slowly for surely, little by little, just take you off your health journey. And you're finding yourself really struggling to eat healthy off of that one suggestion of eating some chicken wings. And you were doing good for a whole month, or a whole 2 weeks, or maybe a whole 3 days. You've been doing good. And then all of a sudden, the cravings, the desires just creep up in you. And now you find yourself going in that direction and having a hard time getting back on track. And so that is just an example of what I mean by sin is always knocking at your door, right? When sin shows up, it shows up in the most attractive way, in the most tasteful way, right? It doesn't show up, in this devil suit. No, it shows up in ways that are enticing, in ways that are inviting and pleasurable, and right, it's very seductive. And so I just want to encourage you and let you know that your let go game got to be strong in this season as you're working to build your dreams. Okay, your let go game got to be strong. Your creation game got to be stronger in this season, because the enemy is out there. There is an enemy. I normally don't like to talk like that, but it's true. There is an enemy that is ready to kill, steal, and destroy what God has put in you to produce and birth out into the world. And so you got to be tenacious. You got to be strong-willed and what it is that you are pursuing and what it is that you are building for your life. You got to be tenacious. You got to be courageous and strong and very willful in building your new life, building your new world, because you will be tested and tried. I'm a living witness. Okay, I've been over here battling, struggling. Like every week, I feel like I'm struggling with something. I'm battling with something, right? And so just understand that as you are on this journey of building your life, your dream life for yourself, understand that the journey is not going to be easy. Understand that there is a spiritual war that is going on, a spiritual battle that is going on. And so you have to be laser focused and be mindful of these ways that sin could creep on in and take you away and distract you. And before you know it, your mind is far away from what it is that you said that you wanted to build and have and do for yourself. And so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ruby Lee B. I am a spiritual life coach and your love practitioner. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.